I was like, going,
And that is even worse.
yeah, and I was just laying there and I'm like, okay, go to sleep.
And I couldn't turn it off, could you?
And I was like, what am I thinking about? And then I was like, going, I'm not thinking about anything, but now I'm thinking that I'm not thinking about it. And I was like, this is totally ridiculous.
I get it.
So anyway, yeah, that was my night last night. And Ted woke up about, I guess, 2, and he goes, are you going to bed tonight? I'm like, sooner or later, yeah.
So do you get roll around when you can't sleep, or do you just lay there?
Actually, so I turned on, I know they're like, oh, you shouldn't use screen time, but I actually fall asleep when I play games.
Yeah.
I don't know if it gets my mind busy doing something, and I'm like, oh. But yeah, so I turned on just watching stupid video things. Nothing exciting, just dumb things to do. Just do something mindless. And then 3 o'clock rolls around and he wakes up again and he goes, you really need to go to sleep. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to turn it off. 4 o'clock, I was like, oh, I gotta get up in a little over an hour. Oh, this is gonna be a good day.
Hurts, fitness hurts, I don't know.
The good thing is I am done at 2 o'clock today.
Thank goodness.
I know, I will really be done at 2 o'clock today.
You're finished.
But I have a full morning's open, so it'll keep me busy. Okay. So I'm not gonna turn on music, but it's just sometimes a distraction. Okay, so 2 blocks between your feet, that's where we started today. So abs in, soft knees, all the good stuff. Now, I want you to turn your feet slightly out, but I want you to keep squeezing, so you might have to center your feet on the blocks.
So you're saying my blocks turned out too.
Squeeze the blocks just a little bit with your, so you can feel your inner thighs already. I want you to think about sitting your knees away when you look at yourself. So send your knees away, and come up. Send your knees away. Do you have any pressure in your knees, or can you actually feel your quads and glutes when you think send away?
Well, I feel my knees. Yeah, I'd say there's pressure.
But it's not painful.
No.
Because when I talk
It's
about
a little sore right here.
that might be a little arthritis.
Oh, it is.
Look at
No, it definitely is. My knees are very tender.
So when I talk about lower your center, people tend to pull this in and not let their knees drift. To allow their hips to open up. One more. And shake it out. I'm trying different cueing to see if it helps. Because that's where we're starting today. And the same concept here. Put your abs in. I want you to soften your knees, we're not lowering, we're just gonna take a bow. But this has to stay nice and flat, and the knees are gonna stay turned out and come right back up. You should feel your hips and glutes, and not so much your back. So keep your, don't bend your knees, or keep your knees soft. The knees don't change, it's all the hips hinging over, and then come up. Can you feel your glutes a little differently right now? So you might feel a little back.
Yeah,
But if you can think about,
it's mostly here.
squeeze your glutes and squeeze your quads. Push your abs and fire. It's done. Go on. And stand up to your lap. And I was like, But you can feel up in here.
Right here.
So this is
My
usually,
knees.
so this is usually your area that fires up
Yeah,
that we just worked.
okay.
Get it hurt. I know it's a magic trick, right?
Yeah, it's odd. Odd that would work back, so.
Yeah, without pain, because usually when you're sitting down and you fold forward, I see when you come up, you're like, "Whew," right? All right, so feet are gonna go forward this time. Again, soften your knees. The angle of your knees doesn't change, it stays right here. Squeeze everything in, take it out. Does that change anything for you?
Of course, there's less pressure here.
Mm-hmm.
I still feel the back, not the glutes so much. I mean, your knee,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you
but
put
not
your,
looking as hard.
so put your hands at the top of your glutes.
Mm-hmm.
Can you feel them engaged?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you put your hands at the base, you should actually feel them too.
Yeah.
So think about your glutes working harder than your back. Can you feel your hamstring stretch?
Yes.
And shake out your legs. But you didn't have that biting pain that you normally have. So the first thing we did was open up your hips. We're having your knees turned out and stretched them a little bit and in weird positions. And then we went to your squat or your good morning and your RDL. Trying to get the hips to move a little better before we do anything crazy like that. But that I did say before we did anything crazy. So I'm gonna have a foot up high, foot down low, and I'm gonna slightly turn out. And again, I want you to think about your knees going away, but they have to go the same direction as your toes. I don't want them to go forward. Go towards your toes. Toward your toes. Can you feel the inner thigh stretch? So I'm really trying to think. Stay over. I'm actually a little more over to the right side than the left side, obviously. How's the ankle holding up?
She told me.
Poor thing, she's got so much going on.
She is.
And make sure the toes are turned out. Abs are tight. Here we go. Send the knees away. There you go. Nice. Did that make sense what I was doing yesterday about the balance stuff in class?
Oh, yeah, it was hard to
Yeah.
feel it the way we wanted us to feel it because we couldn't get in the right position.
Because everyone's scared of falling. I mean,
Yeah, that was, I knew what you were trying to do, but getting your positions from where you felt that
yeah,
was difficult, because we never done that before.
exactly. So if you think about I'm balanced and then throw something off kilter, that's the action. Actually, the one that did it probably the best was Daryl, because she literally would fall off her feet.
Really?
And I know, like, I wouldn't want Sally doing that because of her age. That's why I was like, you could hold on and tilt. But yeah, it's just some stuff I've been kind of thinking about and playing with. All right, so what are the blocks on the outside that's behind us?
On the outside behind, so.
Yeah, perfect. So step in front of your blocks a little bit. So you're gonna take your left foot and you're gonna block. So you go ahead and curl your toes under so there's pressure on. There you go. Can you already feel your standing leg?
Mhm.
Doesn't take a lot, does it? Squeeze your thighs together, squeeze your tush. Because you got, yeah, everything is like, so I want you to take a little bit of the forward pitch. You're just gonna sit and stand. Sit, it's not a big one, just a little baby one. You have to squeeze your inner thighs. My legs are bracing together.
Okay. Mine aren't anymore.
So it's almost like I'm in a curtsy stance. And I just want to allow this to stay hitched. Do one more. Yeah. Yeah, no, this,
Yes.
yeah, it's your lateral quad. That doesn't get worked very often. That's part of our balance stuff. So 4 pieces of quad, basically, 4 muscles, right?
Okay.
The 2 center ones work a lot, going forward and back. The medial and the lateral one, because we don't walk on a diagonal. So they're kind of weaker, the outside and inside. And here we go. So curl the toes under and get set. All right, so turn your shoulders. Once you're there, turn your shoulders. Do you want a chair in front of you for balance?
No. That's.
Think lift. Find your abs. Now, take your hips and push them back to the windows just a little bit. There we go. Squeeze your thighs together. Are your thighs touching? Okay, it's like even my knees are touching. I'm gonna fix you just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna turn this way. Can you squeeze your thighs together? I'm gonna walk closer to you.
Let me, this is like gonna get out. It's really on fire.
I know, I'm putting you in weird spots today on time. So, the blocks on the outside, I just reach back. And I squeeze everything together, like clear to my knees. Now, pitch, ready? Sit and stand. Sit, but you feel all these inside muscles working? Yep. Make it. Sit in your heel. Squeeze your tush. Do one more. And rest.
Well, I think I put my ankles just.
It might be a little tender from what we were doing yesterday.
I wonder, yeah. It was.
Yeah, we actually worked the ankle, I mean, like this area a lot yesterday.
I've never noticed that before.
Sorry, I was doing a lot of different range of motion with people yesterday. Because again, y'all don't stand like this or like this.
No.
You know what I mean? So we were putting pressure in different areas, but it helps your range of motion in your ankles and your strength. But yeah, it's interesting that joyful. Wait a minute. Yeah, you might just have some
Soreness.
soreness.
I'm even feeling soreness in the calf.
Yeah. Yeah, because we did those calf raises yesterday and taking them forward.
That may be fun.
I know.
We have to work at.
We have to do some of this stuff. All right. So we're gonna take the yoga walk in front this time. And I really don't want a big stride. So the block is like on one board, there's another board, and then my ball and my foot's on the third board. That makes sense. So pick up your back heel. And we're just gonna lower down and lower down. Right now I'm staying kind of upright. I'm gonna change that. And I'm going to pitch forward and sit back. So it's like I'm trying to Superman. Complete that more now. 2 more. 1 more. And rest. I know. We work the legs a lot, but we don't work the legs a lot.
We don't work with parts.
Right. And unfortunately, our glutes don't always activate. They should activate.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. So in the beginning, we're going to do 4 upright, ready? So think lower and lower. Because like right now, I don't have to use much. But as soon as I pitch and sit back, push up, I can feel all of that just tighten up.
Yeah.
Two more. Last one. And we'll walk it off.
Yeah. We're tough.
I know, we're not doing a lot, we're doing 8.
You know, those work for you to do? Probably not.
They're not hard, but I can feel them. I feel them a lot more than when I just do this. This is just like, and I feel more knee stuff than I do leg stuff.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way.
It's just that, all of my muscles really seem to be.
Concentrated on working.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it.
And that's exactly what I want them to do right now. And we're not doing, and we're doing slow motion working, I'll call it. I'm giving you plenty of rest time. That's 20 minutes, and you can feel all the muscles.
Definitely.
I'm gonna stand sideways.
I feel like I walk a mile.
So basically, I'm gonna have this 3-board concept again. I'm just putting the height in different places. Does that make sense? So again, I'm gonna do 4 straight up. And like, this is a basic squat, right? You guys gonna pick something up? Now pitch forward and think, sit back, push forward, sit back, sit back. You can feel the difference. 4, 3, 2, keep your abs tight, 1 more. And stand up. But you should be able to feel some back muscles and belly muscles when you have that pitch.
Yes.
See, this is what I stay awake and think about at night. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, it probably is.
Trust me, I wish I was sleeping. And here we go. So 4 upright, and 4, 3, 2, let's feel the difference now. Pitch forward, and sit back, 4, push, 3, push, 2, last one, and rest. And this is the hip that fires up, right? And I can definitely, it doesn't hurt, but I get better range of motion.
Okay.
Yeah, your legs might be going, woo,
They are.
but tomorrow's a day off. And you're like, when's the weights coming in?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to do there now.
Strictly upper body. All right, so we are going. I want to put those blocks back together. Between our feet. I'm giving you a little bit of wider base, because you can only have, say, one, but that puts everything underneath us. And I want a little wider base. Let's squeeze the blocks, soften the knees. Shoulders are bending down. So we're gonna go palms away, and then flip palms forward. That's what we're starting. Put your hands up. Can you feel the change when you do palms away versus palms towards?
Mm-hmm.
You can one reach away. Relax for a minute. I made the deal with Mr. O'Kai. Yeah, I'll pick you up and take you to the gym, and I'll come back and I'll do my classes. Then we'll work on two-step choreography. And I'm thinking, oh, I'm not gonna be happy today. But Ted's gonna come over after we're done working a little bit and count for us.
Oh, that's good.
Because evidently I cannot count and dance anymore together.
Sometimes multitasking is.
Well, trying to work on following, hearing the music, choreography, and counting, all of a sudden it doesn't work. All right, here we go.
Especially on the sleep.
Exactly. One. And one. Pull your hands in. Squeeze your armpits. Warrior joint. Good. Put the weights down, rest your arms for just a minute. You know, I taught CPR for years, and now I'm looking for someone just to do technique. And I can't find anyone. I've already taken all the rest of my testing. I just need someone to physically test me on my mechanics. And I'm going, they want $100. I'm like, I have all the equipment. All you have to, in fact, they can do it virtually. They don't even have to come in. I'm like, I'm not spending $100 on someone to spend maybe 6 minutes with me. That's a little bit pricey, Mike. I mean, I could see if I was taking a 3-hour course.
You have to get recertified in that or something?
Every 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah. I let my instructors section go, but I have to keep my CPR. Yeah. And then pick up the weights. Now, because I know you have shoulder stuff, I don't want you to go all the way up. In fact, the arms should float more. If this is 12 o'clock, like 10 and 2,
Mm-hmm.
shoulders are back and down, thumbs are pointing towards the ceiling. Just enough of a lift that you can feel your chest and shoulders. Right back down. Lift, squeeze the blocks. Can you feel your whole body working right now? So don't go so high that it hurts your shoulder. And rest. Would it be better if you have a little lighter weight?
Well, it'd be easier, but then.
Do you have pain though?
It's on the border of pain.
Anyway, let's try something.
Okay. It's kind of like a sore muscle type pain.
like threes. And if you can do the technique better, you'll get more out of it.
Okay.
So squeeze the blocks, soften the knees. Ready? Is that better?
We're over.
Exactly. So just right above the shoulder, that's all I'm looking actually for.
Okay. And that pain.
I know, isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
Wow.
Coffee.
And so I would rather have you lighten the weight up and do better technique than because what was happening is you weren't able to even pick up your arm, it was staying here, it was more
Yeah,
turned
it's
elbow.
a little more like that.
So getting where you can do the full range is much better. So before we pick up the weights, palms face each other, up, open, back in, and drop. Try that for me before you pick up the weights. How's the shoulder with that?
That hurts. I mean,
Don't take it so wide.
it goes through the pain. Right in the knee. It's not severe, right?
So is it, where are you finding it? When you flip it? When you see that action?
Now it's critical.
Okay.
Now right there, right there.
Lower your arm just a little
I
bit.
feel it. Oh, that's so.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, that's where you're headed.
Okay.
Because there's hardly ever a time where we're gonna pick anything up this high. It's only gonna be about here, right, at our chest level or armpit level. Ready? Pick it up. And out. Think about having a proud chest, but you can feel your whole body working. Long neck. Think about your back squeezing. Let's do one more. And we're gonna rest. But as soon as you like put the weights down, it's like,
How do you feel? Everything works with that.
it's all good. All right, let's try one more set. Squeeze the blocks, soften the knees, abs are tight. Ready? And the back has to engage. The chest is round. 3 of 6. 4. 5. And last one.
Now, what is that working exactly? Brow one?
Actually, your whole upper body. So when you pick up, if you go ahead and put the weight down. So hand on your chest, push your shoulder blade down, right? As soon as you start picking up your arm, you feel those muscles start to activate. So that's the top of your pec and your deltoid, first of all. And because we have to stabilize the weight up front, the back of our body's like trying to counterbalance.
Okay.
And then when you open up, you can feel everything kind of stretch open, and then you bring it back and it tightens right back up. So when you go back, you get the shoulder blades coming towards the center.
Right.
So your back has to work when you open up.
Okay.
So if we were bent over, this would be a reverse fly.
Okay.
And you would feel it going back, but because we're upright, from basically everything up, you're feeling it. And your legs are trying to help stabilize. They really can't do anything upstairs,
Okay.
but they feel like they need help. All right, so those heels go in the center of your buttocks, turn out just slightly. Bring your knees, pull your abs up, and then We're gonna take your hands, slide up, and right back down. We're trying to keep your elbow down, so that, I don't want your elbow to fly up. So just pick it up high enough that your elbow stays flat. There you go. Perfect. Ready? Pick it up. When you're at the top, squeeze your blades together. Bring back working definitely, right? Two more. Last one. And rest. Definitely the upper back. Upright rows. Some stuff we haven't played with for a hot minute. If the wind wasn't blowing, it wouldn't be too bad outside.
Yeah. It was 37.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's supposed to get closer.
Yeah, it's actually supposed to have one tree next Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, Saturday and Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought it was tonight.
It might have changed, but last time I heard it was Saturday and Sunday.
Okay. I'm so messed up on my days, I don't know what day.
I know. If it wasn't because I have a pill container, I don't know if that's an age thing.
No, I got it. I'm going. Okay, yeah. Must be Friday.
Exactly. That's how I know. Let's see what time I have to be in work tomorrow. Oh, yeah, that's right. All right, here we go again. Our shoulders are back and down, engage, and up, and squeeze your legs. Squeeze your legs. And 4, 6, 5, last one. Good, bring those weights down next.
So, here, I don't know why. Unless it's left over from falling on my knee.
You felt when you need the other day?
I slipped on an acorn.
Oh,
And this leg went this way, and I went straight down on his knee and his hand. So I jammed my elbow. And the knee and the hip was really kind of burning the next day. And this is the one I had surgery on.
it probably required her.
So I think it's still kind of angry.
Usually, if you have that burn sensation, it's a nerve.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So I've been stretching and I put ice. As soon as I did it, I came in the house with ice.
that was good.
But, you know, I had those great big acres. And I was going to the mailbox.
Yeah.
And I just decided not to walk around the driveway. I cut the yard shorter. And I went, and there was no time to do this. I was down, I mean,
At least it was grass.
thank goodness. If that had been the concrete asphalt, my knee,
Yeah. It would have been a hot mess.
it would have been. So I was mad at myself for,
So,
I guess I was being careless, I don't know. I was just,
accidents happen. So, in that case, make your brain.
okay,
So your foot went out.
yeah,
What could have been better than put your hand down?
well, evidently this.
Yep. Bring it in and just let it roll your shoulder
I
in.
know, but I'm telling you, it was so fast, it was a split second. Boom, that's how fast it was.
I understand. But again, our reaction time is so much slower. I mean, every year it gets a little bit slower. That's why we do all those dumb
I
drills.
know. And then I was mad at myself because I didn't do that. I'm going, how could I was down before I knew I fell. You know, I was up and I was
did. But we just have to have that natural reaction of pull it in. Instead of, oh, I'm falling. I'm very happy you didn't break anything.
Well, that's what I thought. I thought, well, that your wrist is good.
Did you sit there like,
I did before I got up and going, okay, what did I break? Who saw me?
all right, so
I was
I'm gonna
embarrassed.
do overhead extensions.
Okay. You want which ways?
I will let you decide.
I'm gonna try that. And when you over,
So you cross them, how good. So pull your elbows towards the front. And let the weights kind of hang for a minute if you have a stretch. Good. Now, again, squeeze the blocks. So get your weights from. Right, in your knees. Can you feel your abs working? Perfect. Press up. Nice. You know, when done properly, you really can't push a lot of weight. Two more. 9 more, and then we're gonna stretch. Do you like that? You really can't push a lot of weight. You go wide, always turn out. We're just gonna drop down, put your elbows on your knees, just do a little side lunge, opening up the hips, and if you need to take a little wider, feel free. Can you touch your blocks? And again, your choice of how wide you go. Can you feel your inner and outer thighs?
so weights. Everything.
Yeah. Now come center, straighten both legs, but don't look out, toes go to the front. Can you feel your low back, upper glutes?
Yes.
Is that the place that usually fires up?
Yes.
So squeeze your abs. Step listen.
Kind of.
Okay, go ahead and walk your feet in, bend your knees, and roll up and keep your abs tight. Breathing. It caught you when you had to roll up. Not that I want to inflict pain by any means, but my point is when you tend to roll up versus having that flat back. Because when we did all the work, it wasn't biting you, but when you try to roll up, it talked to you.
Yes.
Because it's in a weird spot, I'll put it that way. You have to see for me. Please. Do that straddle position that we normally do. Keep it really flat back. Tighten your abs, keep it flat back and sit up. Did that hurt? Like when you rolled up, but when you rolled up, was it worse?
See?
So go back down, keep your abs, ground your spine, and then roll up through.
That was easier.
Okay.
See?
So try flat back again. Squeeze your everything and come up. So we have to start working through that because I think it's a little arthritis in your back and your, I'll call it your pelvis area. And more than likely you have scar tissue from surgery. That's pulling. So it's just some stuff I've been thinking about, that's all. I was happy to hear when we were doing the good mornings, this action, that it wasn't biting.
Yeah.
Because usually, it's your right leg, or left?
Well, the hip is over here.
So which,
Sometimes I get soreness over here.
mhm.
And most of the time it's here. But, you know.
So left leg up. Go ahead and do your left leg. Now, think about pull back and push forward. Does that bite it, or is that just the stretch? in the back
No,
of
it's
the
just a
leg?
stretch.
Perfect. Go ahead, switch legs. Anything back here at all? Is it as bad as it normally is?
Oh, it's been worse.
Okay. So,
Like I say, it's been a little touchy since I went down.
right. So, this is just my thought process.
Okay.
If we can start working on thinking about using your inner thighs all the time when we're working out and finding these good mornings and getting these hips lubricated and sending the knees out to get that lower into your squat to open up the hip stuff. I'm hoping to get through some of this.
Okay.
The reason I'm saying it is because I have the same area on my left side, and I'm pretty sure it's bursitis on my side. Just like that on my side. And like I can now pretty well sit, which I couldn't for a long time. And I know we did all the hip openers like through November, but it doesn't bite me like it used to. Like I would put my heel out and be like, okay, I'm done. Kicking up, I was getting out here. And you can see it on, when I was teaching step, I would step up and it's like, okay, that's it. And this side would be like, okay. It's like, huge difference. So anyway, that's all I have. So
This feels a bit distracting.
it does. That's why I like the mobility class on Thursday mornings. And I'm actually really excited about having the chair class on Monday